So I'm going to be talking to you guys today about body positivity postpartum and why it's important and where we can find it. When I became a mom, 3 crazy things happened, okay? Number 1, life as I knew it changed. Number 2, my body as I knew it changed. And number 3, my mindset had to change. I'm going to start with a little bit of a story. I've had body image issues for as long as I can remember. I can remember sometime between the age of 11 and 16, I was comparing my body to others. By the time I was 18, I had tried almost every fad diet out there, and by the time I was 20 and entered the modeling world, I was purging in the secrecy of my bathroom without my parents knowing. For someone that had existing body image issues, pregnancy was tough. I could often be found sitting in my closet crying in heaps of clothing because nothing fit and I was fat. My husband would have to lovingly say, "Darling, you're not fat, you're pregnant and you're perfect." If only I could see myself through his eyes. The day my daughter was born, I asked the nurse, post C-section, I said, "Am I skinny yet?" She looked at me and laughed and said, "It doesn't work that way." I don't think she realized I wasn't joking. That night I held my daughter for the very first time and I looked at her face. And here was this little girl that was going to look up to me. I had to be her role model, and that thought terrified me. I was terrified. Now, through a mix of achy breasts and hormonal surges and pure exhaustion, I forgot all about it. Fast forward to 9 months later, my daughter was sitting on the floor of the bathroom playing with her toys as I was getting ready for the day. And I did what I did every morning. I looked in the mirror and I went, ugh, ugh. Yuck. All of a sudden I hear a voice on the floor, ugh, eck. I looked down and my daughter was poking at her stomach, mimicking exactly what she saw me do. I'm sure you can imagine what happened next. I fell to the floor on my knees and said, "No, baby, not yuck, perfect, pretty." And those thoughts from 9 months ago flooded back into me. If this girl was going to rely on me to be her role model, if I was going to teach her to be the woman she was going to become, I had to do better. Now, I wish I could tell you that my journey into body positivity came easily, but the fact is I'm still on that journey every single day. I surround myself with positive, influential women. I Instagram stalk Taryn Brumfitt, the mastermind behind the Embrace documentary, and Graham and Iskra Lawrence, both plus-size models that are into body positivity. I joined Unique, which pushes me past my fears every day and forces me to be confident. So why is it important? Why is it important for us to have body positivity? Studies have shown that teenage girls are 12 times more likely to die from an eating disorder than any other cause. And the number 1 wish from girls ages 11 to 16 is to be thinner. I know I made that wish. We are going to be the role models for the next generation, so we have to do better. In a time where media and school is bombarding our children with thoughts about body image, we have to do better. What we know for certain is that women who are body positive immunize their children against low self-esteem. And that is an immunization I can definitely get behind. So we talked about why. Why do we have to be body positive? Let's talk about how. There are a lot of methods when it comes to body positivity, but I'm going to share 2 that I really like. I can't take credit for them. They're through research. They're through Iskra Lawrence and Graham, but they're fantastic. So the first one I use is called Body Love Talk, and I do this in the mirror when I'm feeling particularly low on the body love scale. So I look in the mirror and I pick a part of my body that maybe I'm not happy with that day. So for example, I'll say stomach, C-section scar, thank you. Thank you for growing so that my child had a place to stay for 9 months. Thank you for providing her a safe gateway to exit into the world when the other gateway couldn't work. Thank you. But that won't quit. Thank you. Thank you for providing enough cushion so that I could sit in that rocking chair for hours and rock my daughter when she was teething. I appreciate you. We have to appreciate the things about our body so that we can spread more love within ourselves and get rid of those negative thoughts. Now, the next one I use is a bit of a gratitude list. And this one comes particularly in handy in the dressing room. So there I was shopping for a dress for this event. and I was probably on my 10th black dress, and I was almost in tears, and all those negative thoughts came flooding back. Why can't I just find a dress that fits? Why does a dress not hug this curve but hugs this one too much? I couldn't understand what was going on. So I pulled out my inner gratitude list, and I thought to myself, here I was, about to speak to a room of ladies, which has been a dream of mine since I was little. My dream is to be a motivational speaker. Was I going to let a piece of fabric ruin that? I don't think so. And then again, those negative thoughts came back. Well, you have to look good. There's going to be people there watching you. So again, I pulled out another gratitude. Outside these change room doors is a man that I married, and in his eyes, I'm a goddess. I have to be grateful. Am I going to let a piece of fabric ruin my day? I don't think so. And so I keep telling myself positive things and more grateful things that I am about this life to counteract those negative thoughts. And they eventually work. I eventually found a dress that I feel pretty fabulous in. And that's what we have to do. Ladies, we are going to be a role model for the next generation, whether we like it or not. We have people looking up to us, whether we like it or not. So let's teach them that this life is too short to feel anything less than fabulous. Thank you.
Wow.